everything, everything in life is judged based on its appearance. Okay, everything in life, no exceptions. That's why you hear things like first impression matters. First impression, when you get to meet people, um, how you approach them matters. And it's sad because we live in a content world, and there's so many things wrapped around maybe your idea or maybe your thoughts or even your personality. But in this world where everything is judged based on its appearance, you don't, or in most cases, you probably won't get the chance to showcase your true self. And that is why a lot of people miss a lot of opportunity, because of the fact that the moment you come in, they want to see the package on the surface level, okay? And a lot of people don't get this part right. They don't know how to present themselves on the package level. They have stuff, okay? They have ideas, they have so many things, they have things to offer. But on the surface level, there is something lacking. And you all know that people have a very short attention span these days. It's not like, I mean, it's not even, I don't even think people have attention, a very short attention span. I think people just have too many options. And that is why, if you are not grabbing their attention on the spot, on the go, they just move to the next option. Okay? It's just like you have the remote control and you're scrolling on your TV channel, and you just keep scrolling. You're looking for the best program that can hold your attention. And if you get to a specific channel and they're not doing what you want, you just move to the next one. Okay, you have a Netflix account, you scroll in, which movie are you going to see today, which documentary are you going to see? You only stop on the one that grabs your attention. Okay, and in most cases, for you to hold people's attention, the surface level needs to be well branded, and that is what you project to people. That is the appearance to people. That is why in the film world, for example, there are movie posters, there are film trailers to give you an idea of what's going to be in the main package itself. Okay, and funny enough, after you buy the content, it's just like you've seen the trailer. How many? Okay, fine. How many times have you seen a movie poster? Okay, or how many times have you seen a film trailer and you hyped, you super hyped, you pumped up, and you're like, I want to see this film trailer, I want to go see this movie, I want to go see this thing. Maybe it's your favorite actor in the movie, and then you go out there to go see the movie, and eventually the movie was a disappointment. How many times has this happened to you? That's what happens in a world where everything is judged by its appearance. So if something is projected to you to hold your attention, and when you go into the content, you're like, no, this is not what I want. This is something else entirely. So you have to understand this, all right? You need to understand it, because it's a sad situation, but it's the truth. And you have to understand it. You have to understand to the point where you understand it, and then you find ways to use it to your advantage. If you don't get to the point where you start using it to your advantage, you're not living yet. All right? This is applicable on so many levels. So many levels. I've seen people say things like, oh, I just want cut the crap. In fact, to me, that is the worst advice anyone can give you in this life, to be yourself. You can't be yourself because yourself is shitty. Yourself wants to just stay home and do nothing. Yourself wants just eat everything. Yourself wants to be comfortable. Yourself wants to be fat. So you can't be yourself. You have to evolve and work on yourself and work on your appearance and work on your branding and work on what you deliver to people. Okay, you might tell them, okay, but deep down you know that yourself is a crap, and you can't just be yourself. You need to understand image, appearance, you know, portrayals, what you put out there, what you project out there. You need to understand all these things. Look at this man that's going viral these days, Kevin Samuels. Why is he going viral? First and foremost, he's an image consultant. He understands imagery, because imagery is what we see and we don't forget. He understands it. And if there's one thing he keeps saying he wants to help people, is to work on people's image to the point where attraction is built and people can begin to look beneath the surface. That is just one aspect. Now, in the business world, for example, there's been multiple scenarios of a guy, for example, he goes into a business environment to pitch something to maybe the CEO or the board of directors. Maybe he's trying to raise fund, and maybe he goes to a place, maybe like to a bank, and he has a business proposal and he pitches. He made a speech, and he needs investors, he needs funding, and after the whole pitch, maybe he's not professional. Maybe his portrayal of himself is not professional. Now, but maybe the business thing that's talking about is so good and juicy. I've heard of scenarios whereby after the speech, after the pitch and everything, the investors, they'll just be like, go outside and go see what kind of car is he driving, because his physical presence doesn't isn't loud enough. So they'll be like, go outside and see what kind of car. Now, if you go outside, or if one of them goes outside to see what kind of car the whoever made the speech was driving, and then they realize that, oh, he took a cab, that's it. They don't want to do business with you, because now you're just a broke human being who wants to use their money to like set yourself up. Okay, now Dan Lok, for example, Dan Lok is a Chinese multimillionaire. He does a lot of videos on self-development, entrepreneurship, and business development. Now, one of his videos, he said something like, what he did was, if he has like a presentation at some places, that he would rent a car, like a limousine, something like that, and show up there. And the more he does it, the more people begin to see him in that light, and they start treating him like a celebrity, and he start getting big jobs. So the point of that is, you need to know exactly what you want to be and start living like that, start appearing like that, because it registers in people's mind. That is how people will see you, that is how people will walk with you, and that is how people will address you. Now, maybe you can afford a classic car, whatever, but if you have like specific things or specific jobs or specific places where you want to work, for example, it's so easy. I've done it before on several occasions. You go out there and rent a car for like $200. It's one of the easiest things you can do to work on your imagery and on your appearance. Okay, so you can implement that as well. That is just one. That's on the business level. For example, on the dating level, okay, how many times as a lady, for example, or let's say as a lady, how many times as a lady you've walked a guy approached you, and maybe you give him a chance, right? And then after the date, you don't want to see the guy anymore, and then you start using words like, oh, he's a lame, things like that. Why? Because he had an appearance and he sold you the appearance, and you bought the appearance, and now you've seen the content but you don't like the content. And even it happens to guys, us guys as well. You would see a woman that's so beautiful, so attractive physically, but then when you dig in, When you get to know her, when you get to know her personality, when you get to know her behavior, what she does, when you get to know her intimately, you begin to realize that she's not all that, all this thing. She's not all that. You begin to pieces them, you begin to break them apart, and then you realize that it's all performance. It's all a game of appearance, and you have to master the game of appearance, because every single thing in life is judged based on its appearance. The way you appear is the way people will address you. You've heard this on so many occasions. Dress like you want to be addressed. Okay, so you need to understand those nitty-gritty things. Now, the most important thing in this video is understanding that everything in life is judged based on its appearance, and then you knowing it, and then you using it to your own advantage. What do I mean by that? So you know that ladies like, for example, a guy, guys that drive, right? They like guys that dress really good. They like guys that smell nice, right? And then you decide to say things like, no, I just want to be myself because I want to be myself and I'll live my life. I'm like, why do you do that? You're not dating yourself, right? And they're like, oh, the woman that likes me will like me for who I am. Well, that is true, but you are repelling majority, because the thing is, women kind of know each other, all right? They all know each other, and they all feed each other information. So if the girl you like, for example, if you cannot approach the girl you like, or you don't get to approach the girl you like, you might know her friend, and then her friend might be the one to bring you two together. And you need to understand all these basic things, because they are so important in everything that we do. It's so important. So you still need to appear, the way people expect. Now, using it to your advantage means you appear the way people expect, and then two, you now work on your content. Your content will be the ultimate game of conversion, converting them into your own whatever, your own belief, your own ideology, your own modes of operation, your own method. But first, you have to. There's this saying. I think I said this before in the church. You know, bring them in first, baptize them later. Okay, bring them in first, baptize them later. The problem a lot of people are going through today, or that they are experiencing today, is that they want to baptize you into liking them or liking their ideology or doing what they want before they even bring you into the church. Don't make that mistake. Okay, don't just say, oh, she's gonna like me for who I am. That is you baptizing her with who you are before even bringing her in. And this is flippable, this is applicable to women as well. And also in business, a lot of people will say, oh, this business person should see me as I am. No, they can't see you as you are, because everything is judged based on its appearance. So you have to bring them in first and baptize them later. You need to understand this. You need to understand this. I can stress this long enough. You need to understand this, because at the end of the day, I've seen the coolest guys just being rejected because of the way they appear to the woman. Okay, I've seen beautiful women just turned down because of the way they appeared. You've seen women will say, especially black women, they'll tell you, and this is something that's been going on. They tell you, oh, we just want to appear as we want, and people will like me as I am. And you see them, they don't fix their hair, they don't fix their nail, they don't fix their hygiene. This might be the best women in the world, they might have the best character in the world, but you need to understand that men are visual creatures. Okay, men, we look at what we want, and we see things and we judge things. Especially women, we judge women based on. That's why women, a guy will always go for the woman that he finds the most physically attractive. Before anything, that's the first thing that attracts you as a guy, your physical appearance. And when you see women say, "Oh, all men are, no, they are no more good men. They are no more men or whatever." It's because the way they appear, the way you guys appear, is the problem. You don't appear as if you want to attract a guy. Okay, I've seen women that are very single, and the way they carry themselves like they are already dating. All right, you can't be a single human being and then show up like you're dating, because you won't attract guys, you won't attract people that are single, you won't attract anyone, because people will think, oh, this person's already taken. The same thing, your body posture matters. Okay, the way you stand, if you fold your hands, if you fold your hand, you're basically just saying you don't want people to approach you. If you show up having headphones in your head, you're basically saying you don't want to be approached. All those things are like subconscious, subconscious ways of portraying messages or sending out signals to people. And that those are the ways that you appear. Okay, that is why everything revolves around our appearances. The moment you understand that, you will be able to overcome so many problems, so many issues, so many things that you've been facing in life. But you need to understand the game of appearance and how to use it to your own advantage. Keep in mind that everything in life is judged based on its appearance. Until next time, please make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, share this video. I'd like to see you guys also engage this content. Comment, let me know what you think about the game of appearance and how to use it to your advantage. Let me know exactly what you think. I might be doing another video on this because this is a very important topic that people tend to overlook. Okay, the game of appearance and how to use it to your own advantage. If you don't understand the game of appearance and how to appear for specific things, specific projects, specific people, whatever situations, you would lose. And I hope it doesn't get too late for you. Okay, you don't want to be a loser in life. You want to play the game accordingly, because the point of playing every game is to win. And the moment you understand that and you play by the rules, you will become a winner. All right, so please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and make sure you click the bell button as well. That way, whenever I upload a video, you become the first person to see it. And also, let me know what you think about this live stream session, because I will be doing this live stream session every weekend, and we'll be talking about so many things involving life, education, fitness, business, leadership, communication, networking, so many things, question and answers. So if you have anything, any idea, any question that you would like me to see or talk about or whatever, leave a comment below. And also feel free to reach out to me. Connect with me on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everything at Dapo Ibrahim TV. And until next time, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Always keep in mind and always remember to be your best self. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.